Right-o, we're back. So as a point of note, when I'm pretty sure when I watched the other person play through, well, back when it wasn't even released on Steam, but it was just on Epic or console, and they played through it and they only took the smaller amount of dimethyl sulfoxide, as far as I can remember. So I'm curious what he says when you hand in the fucking huge jar of it. What he'll say about me ending the experiment. This is too, but I think it's better for those people that we ended them.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colonies on the verge of collapse. I found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects. Forget about the chemicals for a second. Yeah, the colonies are on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
I found your chemicals, by the way. They were testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Exactly what you did. I put them out of misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
Focus, Phineas. Halcyon's going to collapse unless we do something.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Okay.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
So move the Hope. There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
Yep.
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to reroute power from the unreliable.
we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I'll be
I
saving
don't
before
know
we do
much
that.
about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I do like the fact that you can't skip conversations by left clicking, because my index finger on my right hand does tend to click the button without me asking to, sort of thing. It's a reflex. I wanted to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
What should I expect any resistance? Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this. People are going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2. Yeah.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
How far up their ass of the heads are. Okay, fair enough. Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So long as I don't skip into the sun. Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Right, let's go kill some board members. Lock and load! Girls, lock and load. We are gonna kill some motherfuckers. We can go in quiet, or we can go in guns blazing and kill the last fucking one of them. I know my option. I only did that one going through quietly, just because I was interested in what would happen. I went through quietly, and I released some test subjects and got everybody killed. Fair point. I kill people. I have that cryo grenade launcher still. My persuades at 70. Why wasn't it? Oh, it's because it dropped because there's no Nelka. Yeah, and my science, engineering, and medical are pretty fucking high once I get.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Let's kill. I made the plan. Whoosh!
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope? Tell me about the Hope. That's all for now. Right, let's go. When does Felix's quest come up? Because we're getting pretty near the end of this shit, and his quest isn't triggered yet. I'm going to have to check for that. Status. Power status. $22,000 days overdue. So we have Captain Hunt, First Mate Hunt, Navigation, Chief Engineer, and him, Medical Officer. I know something about them.
That ought to do her, Captain.
I hear someone snuck into Depository 18. Amateurs. That never happened around here.
Okay. They don't seem to care that I'm walking around, so... Oh, I better put my hat back on.
Hell of a job.
The bathrooms are cleaner because everybody's starving.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict.
Then here am I.
Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
Engineering lie. I was sent to repair the reactor so it doesn't explode and take the colony out with it. They sent me to extract a few samples from your frozen cargo. It's gross. No, I was sent to repair the reactor so it doesn't explode and take the colony out with it.
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Yeah, it's going to explode. Don't worry about it, pal. I'm here to fix it. Oh, that's like the groundbreaker. You can explode up here as well. Oh, how'd you get... Oh, you fall down there. Right, okay. We'll do that once we've looted everything up here first. I like this door's just cracked open and you can't actually get inside. Hack 91, power down, sentries. Hack 91. Oh, can I get my hack to 91? Hack is 70. Inventory. I need a lot of shit to get my hack up. Stealth skills. Plus 10. Hack plus 10. And then I need, let's see, medical, armor rating, natural health. No, I want mind attributes. A body attribute. Set target system to UDL employees. Continue. Now we need to put that back to health regen and armor. The sentry should open act fire on anybody they see. Yeah. Okay, you can read that if you want by pausing the game. I roughly remember everything that happened, so I don't really need to read it. The combat drone should be on my side.
Worker.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh,
Easy.
doo-doo.
Great work.
Hi. See, the drones don't care about me. That's good.
Pro security, but worker. This area error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
I was one of the pods. I just woke up. No, this statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Everything I say is false.
Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so I still need to be... They'll target the fucking UDL, but they'll still target me. Oh, this is where he was when he revived us. That's where we were at the start of the game. Okay, status. Current pod count 9,999. Logs. Pod removal. Occupant fucked the final. Removed by unknown crew member. And that was Phineas.
Poor bastards. They're never gonna wake up. The least we could do is bury them.
There's a mega sprat. I kinda want to kill it because it's a mega, but it's a kinda sprat as well, so.
Great work!
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna be sick.
Okay. Oh, you locked yourself in a fucking hyperpod. Yeah, see, he was pulling them out beforehand anyway, and they were not dying because he was eating them, and then suddenly started liquefying during the time that they were in transit. So I think it was something to do with the captain. The liquefaction actually started. That's me reset my hope attempts anyway, so that's good.
Greetings.
Logs. Now we go upstairs. Yeah, I want to save this before we skip because there's an option to do it yourself and I want to try it. I might got pretty fucking high stats. Engineers 117, medical's 100, science is 100. We should be fine to do the skip on our own. And since my intelligence is at fucking super levels,
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
I don't know if we should be in here, Captain. It should be quiet, shouldn't it?
Which is why I'm picking up the remains party. So nobody can steal these again. I will steal them all to prevent them getting stolen. How did I get in here? My problem is, if we leave them here, when we skip it, what will they do when we get there? Okay.
That was quick.
Okay. Uh, okay. Alexei's want to eat people now. Good. So something happened to his wife.
What?
Idiot. Right. Right, so like I said, I don't know, should I leave him alive? Because if we skip and then they're still on the ship, they'll know where the ship is, won't they? So is quiet approach the best approach? Because that means there's still people to tell the UDL where their fucking big ass ship is going. Yeah, so he gave the daughter some meat to make her taste it. While he was an ass and wanted to break his spirit. So, yeah. I decided you're no longer needed. Yeah, on long term, leave them alive is probably the worst thing. Alright, so leaving people alive on the ship to interfere is probably wrong. So I've set the drones to kill any UDL that come on board, and I've killed the remaining ones that's on board. So the problem is now renified null and
That's
void.
the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Hope's so much like Groundbreaker. I knew they were sisters, but it's eerie. Like walking in another universe where we all died.
Yeah, I don't think they should survive, because if they're on board, they'll tell the rest of the people where the ship is, and that'll defeat the point of what's taking it. Oh, is there a set of ladders somewhere? Yeah, so my decision is, fuck it, we're killing them. But it's now, that's the end of episode. Next episode we can get on with all the dialogue, and all that leads to skipping the Hope. And I am going to save the game there. So next episode, if I do